Corey, who'd loved and protected her and believed in dreams coming true, is long gone. Corey, her parents, classmates, roommates, neighbors, so many others who were a part of her former life have disappeared. She's alone in the world now. Has been alone for years. Alone even when she's with a friend or colleague or her dogs. Alone even, no, especially when a man shares her bed, creating a solitude more profound than being on her own in the dark. There hasn't been a man in months now, not since December. But when there was, she'd wait until he'd drifted off before she got up to tuck in the quilt so that nothing could creep in. Then she'd slip back between the sheets, turn toward the wall and whisper, "May the dreams you hold dearest be those that come true." It doesn't work if she doesn't say it aloud. Sometimes it doesn't work even when she does. Without Corey, scary things can creep in no matter how snugly she tucks the bedding, no matter how tired she is when her head hits the pillow. She'd learned long ago to cram every waking minute with work, books, exercise, errands, socializing, anything to keep busy. When you're idle, there's room in your brain for memories. That leaves her utterly exhausted most nights, including this one, 3 hours from her own time zone with city sounds and sirens, thunder and rain beyond the window. Before crawling into her side, she seals the sheets and blankets on the opposite side all the way from the vacant pillow adjacent to her own to the foot of the bed, where her dogs are curled up already asleep. "May the dreams you hold dearest be those that come true," she whispers into the dark and closes her eyes. But tonight, there are no dreams. Tonight, only nightmares. Leila, Los Angeles. When her phone vibrates late Wednesday evening, Leila Randolph is curled up with the cats on the gray sectional, binge-watching Real Housewives. Her first thought, hope, is that it's a text from Steph. But no, she'd broken off communication with him weeks ago. It definitely isn't Jib, asleep upstairs, his snores occasionally audible over the television. Maybe it's one of her daughters. Ellie and Kate are in Anaheim with their dad, courtesy of a joint custody arrangement between Leila and her ex. More likely, it's yet another credit card company or bank, reminding her that another payment is overdue. Leila nudges the cats from her lap, finds her phone between the cushions, and sees not a text, but a reminder from herself. Check numbers. It's one of the many calendar alerts that pop up daily, courtesy of an electronically organized life with too many moving parts. "Well, you know what you are!" one Botoxed brunette shrieks at another on TV. Check numbers. What does that even mean? Stumped, Leila swaps the phone for her glass of Cabernet and settles back to watch the tequila-fueled housewives bicker over who gets to sit where on the private plane to the Caribbean and who gets which of several master suites in their rented seaside villa. Must be nice. For her own girls' getaway last weekend, she'd scrimped for a back-row middle airline seat and shared a no-frills Las Vegas hotel room with her friends JJ and Molly, 2 fellow real housewives. The Labor Day weekend trip marked exactly 22 years since they'd met as college freshmen at Northwestern University and established an instant bond upon discovering they all had birthdays the following week. Leila on the 12th, JJ on the 16th, Molly on the 18th. They called themselves the September Girls, after the song, which was actually titled September Girls, but JJ, an English lit major, wasn't big on alternative spelling. "We have to celebrate together every year, just like this, y'all, promise?" Molly had drawled the weekend before their 18th birthdays, as they took turns swigging from a bottle of bubbly swill.